Well, good morning. It's Leza Live on the radio. On the news, 103.5 FM KYCA on a Tuesday. And I'm going to say a totally terrific Tuesday.
How dare you?
If you imagine it, it will happen.
No, it is a terrible day. I lost my good friend yesterday after the show.
Oh.
Sunny. She's
Sunny
gone.
fledged the nest. Did you hear that, Drew?
I saw it. I was watching it last night.
Yes, they
I thought it was
great
really
video.
cool.
Lots of great video all over the internet. Yep, she was ready. Well, you remember yesterday morning, she was out on that limb way out there, and she was just flapping those wings and hovering, right? We're like, she's ready. She's ready to go. And then at 10:42 yesterday, she took off.
You know, watching that was kind of really, I thought it was very nice and cool, but it was amazing. After a few, she was flapping her wings, and all of a sudden it just clicked in. You watched her glide, and it was like, okay, it was pre-programmed. It was just
beautiful.
took a while. That was really impressive.
Yes, absolutely. Bittersweet, because we've enjoyed watching them together, and but this is how it's supposed to go. This is how the story is. I have this article from this morning, and it says what happens next for newly independent Sunny, and it says that Sunny's parents will be following her around, protecting her and helping her find food for anywhere between a few weeks and a few months. So she's not alone. Eagles don't reach sexual maturity until they're around 4 or 5 years old, so she won't be looking for a mate very soon. The first year of life can be perilous for an eagle, though, because of its inexperience. A juvenile bald eagle has less than a 50% chance of surviving, according to the American Eagle Foundation. If they survive, they can live 15 to 30 years in the wild. So we've got to send good, positive thoughts to Sunny.
Absolutely.
That she'll survive. It says, meanwhile, Gizmo will be turning 13 weeks old on Saturday and hasn't taken off yet. Obviously, we're looking at the video, and there she is looking for her sister, contemplating the big jump, but not quite ready.
Nah,
she's pretty happy. She's 4 years younger than Sunny, right? So, 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
4 days. So she still has a little bit of time.
Well,
couple more days.
I'm sure she has some kind of traumatic. Her sibling's gone.
Right.
So she's probably, a little depressed.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You never know.
You never know. It says eaglets usually fledge at 10 to 14 weeks of age. Up until Monday, both eaglets had been practicing. We know all this. And hovering. Sunny is the 4th eaglet from Jackie and Shadow, the couple, that has fledged. 3 have fledged since the camera was installed, according to this article, which is par for the course. The webcam was installed in 2015 and recorded its first nesting season in 2017. So only 4 eaglets in all that time.
But that's fantastic.
It is fantastic. I've so enjoyed it. It's been. What are we going to talk about when Gizmo takes off? Because they can't follow them after they're gone, and I don't think they return to the nest.
Well, we could just have Drew talk about his motorcycles every day.
Well, that would be fantastic.
That'd be boring for all you people.
Well, I saw that beauty you drove up in this morning. That's the same one that you just bought, huh?
Yeah.
So yesterday I'm talking to Scott Dandos and Mateo, my son-in-law, and they're like, so Matt got a new motorcycle, huh? Nothing else we talked about yesterday stuck with them except for the fact that Matt got a new motorcycle.
It's okay.
Well, that is a priority in
Yeah,
discussions.
I guess so. I'm learning here. Hanging out with you guys, I'm learning.
I got yelled at quite a bit.
Yeah?
Ma Henshaw's mean.
She's mad, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
she's very upset.
But she understands that you're a 42-year-old man, right?
But I told her that she can ride on the back and has a second seat. And she did not like that either.
Oh, I could see that happening. That's going to be fun.
When you're in the hole, stop digging, buddy. You're not going to win with your mom. I'll talk to her on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll,
you probably
I'll smooth her over. Ma, if you're listening, it's okay.
Well,
I'm watching out for your baby boy, okay?
Right.
And that's what she said to me, is that I'm not allowed to hang out with you anymore, Drew. You're a bad influence.
You and the rest of my friends, they all said that.
Right. Well, she still has Barry, so
True.
there is
She
that.
likes Barry better anyways.
I was going to say,
So did you ride the motorcycle yesterday?
No.
No, it was raining.
raining, yeah.
it was rainy yesterday. It was a nice day.
Yeah.
It's beautiful in the afternoon.
Yes, just gorgeous. Are we expecting rain today?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, or I should say, fortunately.
Fortunately, yes.
Yeah. No, we have. We're going to have some scattered showers today.
Okay.
We have a 40% chance of thunderstorms this afternoon.
Wow.
But again, it's scattered.
Yeah.
So it could be raining on one side of the street and not the other.
Right. Right.
And then tonight, we have a 50% chance.
Wow.
And we got another little storm coming up to the north, which is going to extend this out. But basically, we're back rocking and rolling on Thursday. So we have some rain, scattered showers today and tomorrow.
Perfect. You know, this is great because this time of year we usually are holding our breath, waiting. And so to have a little early June rain has been just delightful.
It really is. And it's kept the temperature down. I mean, we're going to be 79 today, and then tomorrow be a little cooler. And then back up on Thursday, be back in the low 80s.
Perfect.
You know?
Perfect.
So if you're going to go golfing.
Yeah. Well, I have I'm golfing in the league tomorrow night. So, but if it rains, I will forego my tee time for the betterment of all.
Why wouldn't you just keep going? It's not lightning, right? It's just rain.
I mean, yeah, you can play in the rain, but
You're going to melt?
why? You know?
Caddyshack.
Unless you're getting paid.
It's going to come down for a while.
Well, we have been out there and watched a monsoon come in and you skedaddle.
Yeah.
Holding up those rods, it's not a good idea.
No, it's only if there's lightning around.
Yeah, well, there was lightning,
Yeah.
for sure. Hey, speaking of storms, the Haboobs last night, Scott Dandos and I hopped in the car and went down to the valley with Delaney and Mateo to watch the hockey game, and the Haboobs fell short last night, losing 4-2. We got home late, and there was a reason. Oh, I wanted to tell you, when we got to the valley, the sun was still out. It was only 87 degrees.
Wow.
In June in the Valley of the Sun. Yeah, I mean, those people
Better
living.
be lucky than good.
Exactly.
Are you allowed to say Haboob on the radio?
I've said it several times, and so far, so good.
Well, I'm watching. No Jason yet.
You said worse, and we'll just leave it at that.
Oh, throw him underneath the bus.
Well, he has, and he knows it.
Yes.
Of course. I learned it from watching you.
And when he does it, we laugh, and that's why he does it.
It's all right.
I'm pretty sure. So today's National Egg Day. If you can find one or afford it, you can enjoy it. Did you know that thanks to high-protein diets, Americans are eating more eggs today than at any other time in the last 50 years on average? Each one of us eats about 279 eggs a year. That's about one for every workday, or 95 million cartons worth nationwide. That seems like a lot of eggs. But are they talking about eggs in things?
Right. That's, so if you were baking a cake, you'd use eggs, not just for breakfast and that kind of stuff.
Fried egg or scrambled egg. Yeah. When you have scrambled eggs, how many do you have?
Probably 3.
3.
I don't do it very often.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm 3.
3. Yeah. I'm
but
2.
I like mine over easy. I prefer.
Ooh, you like it loose?
Over easy. Loose.
Wow.
Well,
I have a comeback to that.
Please don't. I couldn't.
The word was it would be runny.
Runny.
You're thinking of.
I mean, I like loose.
I don't like my eggs runny. I like my eggs over medium.
Oh, so they're firm. They're not loose. They're firm.
No, there's flow to them. Okay, they're just not there.
Yeah, I like mine well done. No looseness on my eggs.
I honestly have no idea. I've only ever gotten them scrambled, and
really,
I just don't think liquid out of a solid is not my style.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, when I had eggs in Kenya and they weren't done, they were loose, I got sick.
Well, I wouldn't have eaten them.
Now we
if
know
they
where
were
it came
loose.
from.
Well, I just figured, when in Rome,
when in Africa,
do as the Romans do, and I did,
All
and
right.
I suffered greatly. Let's just leave it at that. So anyway, happy Egg Day. It's also World Bicycle Day.
Well, the thing about the eggs, did you see the news story about how Hickman's, the big egg?
Yes.
Yeah. That they have to get rid of 95% of their chickens?
That because of the bird flu.
Because of the bird flu. It's crazy.
And remember, they just had that big fire not too long ago, which killed a bazillion chickens out there.
Yeah.
They're really having a tough time.
Yeah, well, and,
not good if you're a chicken.
No,
yeah.
You want to avoid Hickman's farms.
Exactly.
Well, and they said that, our prices are finally starting to go down, and now they're going to go right back up.
Yeah.
Because they supply so many eggs for the state.
Right.
Oh, well.
Right. So, you want to keep talking about eggs? Because I got info.
Sure.
Or do you want to move forward to bicycle day?
What's more important?
What came first?
Oh, the egg or the bicycle? Ah,
The egg came first before the
Definitely.
bicycle. But what came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, it is an age-old question that's never been answered properly. I don't know. In some cases, I guess
Maybe
it has.
we're not supposed to know.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
it depends what I'm in the mood for.
44% of people say the chicken came first. 32 say the egg. And 24 aren't sure. Where do you fall? It's very important that I
Going
know.
with chicken because I'm a little hungry.
You'd rather eat chicken than eat eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather have a good breast or, you know,
Yeah.
thigh or
Yeah.
drumstick.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Drew? Chicken or eggs?
I'm going to go in the 24%. That's
Not sure.
Yeah.
But what would you prefer to eat, a chicken or eggs?
I like them both.
Yeah. He's just such an easy. He's a chill dude, just like Bubba. Chill dude is what we call Bubba. That's what Drew is.
That's only what he plays on the radio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, what else can I tell you about eggs? How do you usually crack an egg? 57% of people say they crack eggs on the edge of the bowl or the pan, which is what I do. 23% said on a flat countertop, and 10% said some other way. Like what?
Against a wall.
No, I've seen them with you get a knife and they'll
Hit it with a knife.
Yeah.
How do you crack them?
Oh, on the edge of the
On the edge of the
pan.
bowl. Can you do it with one hand? Me too. I love that. What about you? Can you?
On the bowl.
On the bowl
Yeah.
with one hand?
No.
No?
No, I don't like getting any shells in there, so I'm very meticulous.
Yes, I can imagine. Plus, you do get egg on your hand, then you got to go wash it because
Not if you do it right.
salmonella,
Yep.
campylobacter, all the fun little gross things you can get. Okay, let's see. When you buy eggs, do you generally buy white or brown? I usually get white, unless you get the fresh eggs from friends that, they have chickens. They're usually brown and they taste better.
Whatever's cheapest.
Whatever's cheapest.
Yep.
Good
That's
answer.
not good.
Good answer.
No, I get all mine from a friend of mine's chicken coop, and they're
Nice.
all different kinds of colors, which
Yeah.
are wonderful.
Oh, I know. Sometimes they're gray, and
Gray,
sometimes they're green.
blue,
Yeah,
yellow,
I love it.
white,
I love it.
brown. Yeah,
Totally,
and
totally.
we just take them all.
totally
It's
agree with
wonderful.
you. So World Bicycle Day, some bike fun facts. The bike was invented by a German man in 1817. His version was made of wood and did not have pedals. The first mass-produced bicycles rolled out in 1868, and about 12% of Americans cycle to work or ride a bike every day. The longest tandem bike was built by an Australian. It was 155 feet long and had 35 seats.
See, I'm not the only one that's not not talking great today. So
I'm talking
feats.
just fine.
Well, feats.
You
Feats.
two,
What?
knock it off. Do I have to come in there?
No,
Yeah.
we're
You
doing
guys-
fine. I think we're both kind of. I don't know. It's Tuesday. Matt
Yeah.
had some bad news this morning, and so kind of brought me
It's
down.
just
a little
life.
bit. Yeah. But we're okay. We're okay. Maybe this will make you happy. Beef fat sunscreen.
Why would that make me happy?
What is that?
I mean, I'd smell like a ribeye, I guess. That'd make me happy.
That would make you happy. But the problem with that is that you'd only attract other men because women ain't attracted to beef fat sunscreen smell, beef fat anything. And I proved that when Barry Barr brought in his ribeye ice cream.
Well, I was gonna say, is Barry the one creating it, and he's gonna sell it as a pack with his ice cream?
No. I guess it's something on TikTok, and beef fat is being used as a sunscreen replacement. And yeah, that's about all it says. Beef tallow sunscreen can cause irritation and acne, and can amplify the sun's rays and cook you like a delicious oven roasted turkey. So don't use it. So
This
it's
does not sound good.
it's a trend that people are doing on TikTok, rubbing beef fat on their body.
Like,
Not going to work in the South with all the bugs. Can you
Oh
imagine?
no, that's disgusting. Oh my God! Not only the smell, but then you got the bugs. People
For
just.
sure.
I mean, why is everybody looking for the next big thing? I don't know. I still am too. The $1
That's
million
not the next big
idea.
thing.
No, that's not it.
my question is, why is all this happening now? Because of social media and the internet is what I'm guessing. There's been generations of all this craziness before us.
We just didn't know about it.
I guess.
Yeah, people are just looking for their 15 minutes of fame.
That's what I'm thinking
Yep.
it is. I don't know.
So tell me, do you eat your banana on a plate? peel it, put it on a plate, cut it with a knife. The internet's most hated etiquette expert says, if so, you're doing it right.
No, if you're... I won't say it.
William Hansen recommends scoring it open with a knife and fork. So score it open with a knife and fork, and not with your hands like a primate. I prefer the primate.
I only eat my
procedure.
bananas with ice cream.
Oh.
And chocolate syrup and strawberry syrup and nuts and
Okay.
whipped cream.
It's called the sundae.
Yep. Banana split.
A banana split.
Yeah, I would never think about cutting open a banana and slicing it and eating it. No, it is perfectly packaged for transport.
Absolutely.
Take it wherever you go.
Nature's packaging job is much better than man's.
I agree. Did you see the video of Mount Etna erupting
Yeah.
and the
pretty
people
cool.
running from it?
They should.
Yeah, I was just there. I saw that mountain, that volcano. Yeah, and I bought some little volcano rock bracelets. Yeah, pretty cool. It's the first time in a long time since she blew her top, and so hopefully danger will stay away from the people.
Wasn't it like in the 80s last time it erupted, something like that? I'm trying
that's-
to remember. It wasn't too far. It wasn't that far back.
Right. But the 80s is quite a while ago. Really,
Well,
if you think about it.
from a geological standpoint,
Right, not so
it's
much. Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh, it says that Microsoft Authenticator is shutting down. Do you use that, Microsoft Authenticator?
No, I
No.
don't use many of the authenticators. I don't
yeah.
like them.
Yeah. Well, if Microsoft is storing your passwords for you, you might want to write them down because they're going bye-bye and you can't count on them. I thought that was the whole reason why we used them. No?
Well, the world changed. Now somebody's going in there and getting your password, so that's
Yeah.
probably why they got to get rid of it.
Yeah. Good point. Good point, Drew.
No.
I want to tell you guys that tomorrow we're going to be giving away tickets to see Brit Floyd, which is a cover band for Pink Floyd. Going to be at Findlay Toyota Center coming up on June 8th. So that's this weekend, and this is a big one. A lot of people. I mean, I love Pink Floyd. You?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I hear that this is a spot-on cover band. So be listening tomorrow morning for your chance to win your way in right here on Leza Live.
You didn't go last year?
No.
Oh, yeah, they were here last year.
Did you go last
Yeah.
year? Yeah. Did you like it?
The parts I remember, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that's a glowing recommendation from Matt and
Yeah, it was excellent.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it is Theater Tuesday instead of Theater Thursday. So Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater is coming in to tell us about all that's going on in live theater around our area. Stick around for that. Right now, I'm going to tell you what's going on at my house, and that's the fact that everybody is drinking and washing in filtered water due to my whole home water filtration system. From drinking, cooking, bathing, every single faucet in my home is providing safe and cleaner water. Now, if you've ever looked at your water, if you've ever had it tested, even if it's city water, well water, whatever the water is that's coming into your home, have it tested and see what it is that you're consuming on a daily basis. This whole home custom water system is able to remove or reduce pesticides and herbicides, arsenic, radium, uranium, and many other toxic chemicals and bacteria you don't want to be drinking every day, but it doesn't remove the essential minerals that your body needs. I am enjoying mine, and I highly recommend that you go on up to H2O Health, Water and Health Solutions up in the Pine Ridge Marketplace and talk to the team up there about your whole home water filtration system. You can give them a call and make an appointment for a free consultation, 928-899-7504. You can either buy a filter or be a filter. It's your choice. Again, the number is 928-899-7504. And be sure to tell them Leza sent you. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Excited to have Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater in this morning
That's
for,
me.
What did we call it? Theater
Tuesday. Yes. I had to get rid of all of the H's just to make it make sense.
I appreciate you being flexible
Not
because
at
Drew Hall, he has somebody really special that he's performing with.
Yes.
I
know where that is.
You're going to tell us exactly about it.
And in
so
fact, he just texted me, hey, what's going on?
Yes.
I'll answer you later.
Right. Well, he's going to be on with Natalie coming up on Thursday. So I appreciate you being flexible.
Not a problem.
Very good. And I looked at this list that you sent me. Holy smokes.
It's actually a little light.
It looks large to me.
It looks a little light to me.
Okay.
That's because we've got some private events going on.
Okay.
So one of the things that we get to do over at the Elks is support other organizations. And some of their private events they open to the public, and we'll talk about a couple of those. But some of them are just, hey, we just want to have a place to meet and thank our volunteers.
Nice.
So we've got a couple of those going on.
Okay, fantastic.
But today, blood.
Blood is the word.
Blood it is.
Okay.
Yes. We have a Red Cross blood drive going on the 3rd floor. It starts in about half an hour.
Okay.
And we pride ourselves on always being full and being able to donate lots and lots of blood to the cause. And you can just come on over and
You don't
see
have
it.
to make an appointment or anything, huh?
They do like appointments.
Okay.
But, they'll try to squeeze you
Well,
in.
yeah, if you're there to donate, they're going to
They'll
figure
take
out a
your
way
blood.
to take it. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, and you said how long that's going on
It'll
today?
be 10 to 3 today
10
on the
to
3rd
3.
floor.
Okay.
So I was setting that up before I came over here.
Okay,
And
very good.
And then, yes, as we mentioned, the next thing up, June 6th, Drew Hall and Natalie Price in the Crystal Hall. This was an amazing show last year. They just have such a great chemistry together, and Drew will bring in these guests, and he always wants second billing. I just think that's amazing. It's
Right.
like, no, it's Natalie Price and Drew Hall.
Right. Yes.
Or it's Lance Thompson and Drew Hall.
Right.
So this very well-known name in our town, but he brings in musicians that he thinks Prescott will enjoy, and he brings them in from all over. And that's Friday night.
And they'll be on this show Thursday morning. So if you want to listen to them here and then buy your
little
ticket and
sneak
go,
peek.
Natalie was on with Drew last year when she was in town. So good.
Absolutely.
Yes,
It's
that's going to be a
lot of
great
fun.
show.
And if that's not your style, but you still feel like some music, on Friday the 6th, the Chicago Experience, a Chicago cover band, will be in the Historic Theater.
How fun. Is this the one that comes every year?
Yes.
Very
Yes.
nice. So people are very familiar.
Yep.
Yes. And it's kind of like a sing-along show. Everybody
Well,
knows all the words.
You can't help it.
Right.
So you don't want to sit next to me
Or me.
because I will sing loudly,
Yeah.
proudly, and badly.
Right. Very
So-
good. And I appreciate that.
I just, I warn people, I will be singing.
The Chicago Experience, and it's not sold out, huh?
It is not sold out. There are not
Okay.
a whole lot of tickets left, but
Yes.
there are still some.
Okay, very
And
good.
there's really no bad seat.
No, of course not.
So, and then on the 7th, I would tell you all about the Storytellers Workshop, but that one is sold out.
That one is sold out. Well, tell us what it is anyway, so that next time people will be aware to sign up early.
So we have a subset of the AZ Wordsmith group that loves storytelling, that connection, that low-tech way of sharing an experience. And this is a workshop that we've been putting on for a couple of years now to help people be better storytellers. We're always telling stories.
Yes.
Whether it's in front of somebody else or at dinner or as a lesson to our children and it's just a nice way to learn how to build a story arc, what information is critical to a story, what do you need out of it, and what's superfluous.
Yes, very
So
good.
everybody gets a chance to write a story on site. We provide some random prompts, and they come up with a story and share it with other people.
And then is it critiqued?
Not so much critiqued. It's very much a very supportive organization, and it's Well, these are the questions that I had after your story, so maybe you could answer
Mhm.
those. Like, how old were you when this happened? Or
Right. Things you left
what
out.
did your mother say when
Yeah.
when you did that? So it's the things that we're left wanting to know.
Gotcha.
And maybe some clarity in language or flow, but it's definitely not okay, so this is what you did wrong.
Right. Right. Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, more with Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater here on Leza Live. So, Prescott, when your heater gives up in the middle of a cold night or your air conditioning quits during a summer heat wave, you got to have this number in your phone. It's AC Medic Heating and Air. The number is 928-848-6224, locally owned and operated. They're the trusted pros who show up on time and they get the job done right. And I'm talking the first time. And they are so generous. They offer seniors, veterans, and first responders 10 to 20% off. I mean, that is almost unheard of. So don't wait till you're sweating or shivering. Put this number in your phone and use it when you need it. It's 928-848-6224 for AC Medic Heating and Air, your trusted first responder for comfort. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM, KYCA on Tiata Tuesday with Liz Rogers, talking about all things happening at the Elks Theater during the month of June. So we are just got through with the weekend of June 6th and 7th.
Yeah, we didn't get very far yet.
No. That's this weekend.
That's this weekend.
Holy smokes.
And then actually on Monday, so kind of still the weekend.
Kinda.
Every Monday night, actually, we are the hosts of a group called Community Soul Dance.
Yes.
And this is such a great experience. The cost is what you feel comfortable donating. They take turns curating a dance list. There is no talking allowed on the dance floor.
Oh.
So you sign in, you can talk outside of the room, but once you're in the dance space, it is
dance
just
only.
for movement. And dance is defined however anybody wants to define it.
Right.
For some people, it's yoga. For some people, it's stretching. For some people, it's full expression.
Yeah. But it's all to the same song.
Well, different songs. The
same song. Everybody's
Right.
dancing to the same song.
Yes. And they have a few interesting rules that no more than 25% of the music can have lyrics.
Okay.
And there's usually an international component, so you get to experience some rhythms that you might not be as familiar with.
Yeah.
You can only dance with somebody else with permission.
Okay.
So
No creepers.
no creepers.
Matt.
Great. What am I supposed to do then?
Not go.
Fine.
So it's really cool. And that's every Monday night. They have been with us since we opened.
So describe to us what it looks like.
They start with a welcoming circle.
Yeah.
So, and you can set an intention for the day. You know, today I'm just trying to move away from trauma or pain that I had.
Right.
And then you dance, and then they do a closing circle, and they can express some gratitude, and that's it.
Young and old alike.
Yes. Hippies, traditional.
Love it. I think that's such a great, cool thing.
It's just a great way to start the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they always have a window open. Doesn't matter what the weather is because they want fresh air.
Yeah.
So it's.
And is there a limit? Do they cut people off when it's full?
Our capacity for that room is 100.
Okay.
So we got room.
All right. Super fun.
So that's Monday nights.
Okay.
And then on Wednesday, Arizona Wordsmith Pros Open Mic Night. So there's a lot of open mics around town for music, for comedy. This is for writers.
Okay.
You don't have to be a published author, but you can be. There's usually one that's featured, and they read a portion from their book, but it can be a story you're working on. It could be a book you've written. It could be a memoir, anything but poetry.
Oh.
It is prose only.
Okay.
And you just come in early and you say, hey, I want to read today. And they'll draw names and everyone just shares their stories.
Fabulous. And so how do we sign up for that?
Just on the day of. You
The
come
day
on
of you
Wednesday.
just come.
Mhm.
Okay. Very good.
Yep.
Super fun.
And that's in the Sundance Room, which you don't get to hear me say
No.
too often.
Where is the Sundance Room?
It's still on the 3rd floor of the Elks Performing Arts Center, but it is a longer shaped room. It's sort of an L shape, so it makes for a nice presentation for speaking.
Very cool.
It's also great for wedding ceremonies. We do a lot of wedding
Oh,
ceremonies. in
very
there.
nice. Very nice.
And then we get back to the music on June 13th with Deja Crew.
Deja
I'll give you one guess what
Crew.
kind of cover band that is.
I want to say Motley Crue,
There
but
you
Deja.
As in Deja Vu,
Yeah,
Deja
Back
Crew.
in the day, gotcha. Seen it before. Yeah. Are they good?
They must be because we keep bringing them back.
Well, they must have a mosh pit. That's your kind of dancing.
I would doubt it, but I mean, I can get one going if you would
I'm
like.
sure you could start one.
It's in the.
It's in the historic theater. We got
Oh,
that space.
yeah.
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 I could pull one of those chairs out and throw it on stage easy.
No, that's
No,
not
mosh-
necessary.
mosh
We have
pitting
a
is
clear
not
space
violent.
already. So
Yeah.
no chairs need to be thrown.
All right.
Yeah.
Liz, ruin all my fun
I
again.
know.
I
It's
know.
true.
Deja Crew in the historic theater, and there's tickets available
There are
still.
tickets available.
How fun! These cover bands are so much fun.
They are, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were a fan of the band,
Right. Well, who isn't a fan of Motley Crue, right? You're not?
They're okay.
I wouldn't say they're in my top list either.
I mean, wait. Let me think. I know a Motley Crue song. No, I don't.
That's exactly it.
Is Pour Some No, that's Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I do. Okay, well,
I'm
but
sure
some
you
people
would
do.
recognize them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you would.
I'll
but
Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Very good. But that's going to be on June 13th.
Yes. And then on the 14th, we'll take things down a notch. Probably no mosh pit needed for Sing a Song of Jazz,
No.
which is the next in the Jazz Journey series. This is a monthly series put on by Mike Vax and the Prescott Jazz Summit All-Stars. Each show has a different theme. And this one is about singing with jazz. So we'll have a guest vocalist, and it will be a lovely, lovely show.
I love it. Very nice. And then in the big theater,
Bye Bye Love.
ah,
A tribute to the Everly Brothers and other duos of the
Nice.
same time period.
Oh, that'll be fun for sure.
And that will be going on at the same time. So it's really tough to make choices sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always say the Crystal Hall.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Well, it's a smaller venue.
Right.
It's got me.
Yeah. And yeah, it's got the little
What
bar
more do
in
you
the
need?
back. Yeah, I know. And it's got
Exactly.
great bathrooms upstairs.
This is true. And there's no ghost in the bathroom.
Oh, is there one downstairs?
There is. Have you not heard about our ghost in the
No.
bathroom?
Maybe
Oh.
we should take a break.
All right,
And
then.
leave that as a teaser to stay with us
She's
here
a fascinating creature.
on Leza Live for that upcoming story from Liz Rogers. All right, ladies, when it comes to your health, you deserve expert care from people who are going to truly listen to you. And that's exactly what you're going to get when you go to Prescott Women's Clinic. Whether you need routine checkups, prenatal care, or help navigating menopause, their team is dedicated to caring for women at every stage of life. With compassionate providers and a welcoming atmosphere, you'll feel comfortable and confident in your care. And so you can make an appointment online or just give them a call. The number is 928-778-4300, or reach them online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM KYCA. And before we get to the ghost story, Drew, of course, he knows everything. He said you couldn't think of one Motley Crue song, and he said, "Girls, girls, girls." And then we all went, "Oh, yeah." Except for Matt, who said, "I knew that."
Oh, I knew a bunch of songs. I just liked the look of your face of pure. It was like a deer in the headlights. I was just like, nope, I'm letting this one ride.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
All right. Well, if I have it, I'm going to play it during the All Request lunch hour coming up at noon on Magic 99.1. All right. Back to Liz Rogers.
Back
and
to me.
The Elks Theater. So you have two ghosts at the theater.
We do have two ghosts. Now, the male ghost, for a long time, we called him Fillmore.
Okay.
And apparently he had some words with one of our cleaners a few years back and said, "Yeah, that's cute. My name is Robert."
Oh.
So now we call him Robert.
Okay.
I feel it's very important to be respectful.
Right,
and So I
right.
say goodnight to him every night when I close the place down.
Yeah.
But our female ghost, we don't know her name.
Oh.
But her favorite place is a stall in the beautiful women's bathroom in the
Yes.
historic
Which
theater.
stall?
She likes the second one. And if somebody is in that stall for too long, she will unlock the door and kindly invite them to leave.
Even if they're mid
It
squat.
does not matter.
And how many times has this happened?
It's happened a few.
Yeah.
And our assistant theater manager, Jennifer, has had her hair pulled.
In that stall.
Not in that stall, on
Oh.
a stairwell as she was walking by. So there's been some contact.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
So yes, but they've never bothered me. I think it's because I'm friendly and I say
respectful.
hello and goodbye, and I give them their space.
Perfect. There's been no murders as far as we know.
Well, every couple months. But
The
those are
murder
always sold out.
mystery. Yeah, those
so
are
I never
always-
get to talk about them.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so continuing on with the schedule, we just wrapped up Jazz Journey and Bye Bye Love
Yes.
on the 14th of June.
Which will take us to the following weekend in the historic theater with the Southwest Tenors. So soothing serenades and roaring reverberations.
I
with
love
a
it.
nod to the sounds of the Southwest.
Perfect. That'll be a great show.
It should be. It should be a nice mix of music. And then the next day, It Don't Come Easy.
Also in the historic theater.
Also in the historic
Wow,
theater.
Okay. What is it? Don't come easy.
So this one's really interesting because it is the members of the Beatles after the Beatles.
Oh.
So after 1970, when the Beatles were no longer playing together, it's where they went. So Paul McCartney with Wings, John Lennon giving the world something to imagine, George Harrison doing his artistry, and Ringo Starr's anthems. So it's the songs that they did when they were
After.
no longer part of the Beatles.
Interesting. You don't get that from It Don't Come Easy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm glad that you're explaining it on the
and
show.
There we go.
Yes, very nice.
So
Very
not
nice.
your typical Beatles concert at all.
Okay, fun.
And then on Sunday, the 22nd, it is the quarterly concert, Sundays at the Sundance. This is a free concert to the community. The artists are donating their time. We donate the space. So there's no price for tickets, but we do ask that you make a reservation so we don't have to turn you away at the door.
Right, right,
And if you make a reservation, please use it,
right. That's a good point.
because we will turn people away from the door, and then
And
we
then
could have
there's an
let them
empty
in.
seat. Yes.
Yeah.
And they can make their reservation on the website.
On the website, PrescottElksTheater.org.
Very
All of
nice.
this information will be there.
Very nice. Okay, Sundays at the Sundance.
And that's on the 22nd. Now, the 25th, I don't have much information about yet,
Uh-oh.
but we will be the venue for a fundraiser for Dancing for the Stars. One of the couples, Leo and Kelly Gallegos. Leo used to teach at the Elks, and so came by the other day. We hadn't seen him for a while, and he's like, hey, can we do a fundraiser? And we said, well, of course we can, because
Yeah.
we are big sponsors for Dancing for the
Right,
Stars.
right.
We love it. We give all of the couples dance space to rehearse if they want it. So I will be getting more information about that. So keep an
Okay.
eye on the webpage.
Very nice.
And then you can learn how to support the Gallegos for Dancing for the Stars. And
Yeah.
of course, you're not supporting the Gallegos. You're supporting the kids.
Absolutely.
It's just
Well,
which channel it goes through.
When I did Dancing for the Stars, I actually did practice at the Crystal Hall upstairs. Well, it was the one adjacent to it with all the mirrors, and Leo was our choreographer.
Yeah.
See, it's all one big happy family.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
very nice. Okay, we'll keep you posted.
And then on the 27th, Robert Aragon's tribute to Waylon Jennings is at the Historic Theater. And I had to check yesterday because I thought it would be sold out, but there are still some tickets.
Oh, good.
So we got
That's
going to
be good. Yes.
However, the show on the 28th, Take Me Home, which is the tribute to John Denver, that has been sold out for quite some time.
Oh, wow. And is this a
So-
traveling cover band?
I
or-
believe, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they've
Yeah.
been here before, so
People love the John Denver.
that was my sister's favorite growing up, and so
Mm-hmm.
that's I always associate her with
Right.
Country Roads.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about shows elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
We love that with Liz Rogers here on Leza Live. Stay with us. are back. It's Leza live on the news. 103.5 FM, KYCA, talking all things theater this morning with Liz Rogers from the Prescott Elks Theater. And there are some things going on elsewhere throughout town.
That is true, yes. One of the things that's really important to me is that the theater community can come together and support each other.
Absolutely.
It's not competitive.
No.
It's, hey, what do you got this weekend? What have you got?
Yeah.
And so I do want to mention at the Hazeltine, June 6th and 7th is Sympathy for Issue.
Issue.
See?
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Which is put on by the Carpetbag Brigade, who, if you are a longtime Prescottonian, you will remember they are the organization that was behind Tsunami on the Square.
Loved it. Yeah.
And so this is an interesting piece. I'm not going to try to describe it because I will not do it justice.
Okay.
But it's great combination of music and emotive art, and it's going to be very, very cool.
Very good. That's on June 6th and 7th.
At the Hazeltine, yes.
Okay.
And then going on in Prescott Valley Performing Arts near the end of the month, June 20th through the 22nd, we'll be putting on Matilda Jr.
Oh, how cute.
And that's going to be with their kid summer camp program.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be fun.
Okay.
And then this weekend over at Jim and Linda Lee's Performing Arts Center, Lessons by Lexi is going to have the recital. Now, this is the same group that puts on the musicals at the Elks. They'll be doing Alice in Wonderland Jr. next, I believe. And so you're going to see some amazingly talented kids.
This is so fun. And every parent that has parents that have kids that go to Lessons by Lexi will be there and enjoy. I just remember going to watch my kids dance and also act in those plays. And it's so fun. Yeah, you don't realize it till it's over. I mean, you realize it while you're there, but you don't realize how much of an impression it's going to leave on you and your children.
It's true. Yeah. My youngest was a dancer very briefly, but I have the pictures. So it happened.
Right. How fun.
And then at the end of June, beginning of July, Halfwit is going to be presenting Pericles, which is actually a lesser-known Shakespeare play.
Okay.
There's some question as to whether or not Shakespeare actually wrote it.
All right.
But that comes up a lot.
Yeah,
There's
for sure.
a lot of that. This is a very large, creative, unruly cast. She just flew away?
We're watching the Eagles and Gizmo's gone. Gizmo's gone, everybody.
I'm thinking just went to the other side of the nest.
Okay, well, they're panning. Sorry, Liz.
This
is breaking news. Did. We just saw Gizmo leave the screen. There she is. Okay.
She is. She's back. Because she, too, does not want to miss Pericles.
Right. She wants to hear all about it.
That's right.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
Not at all.
We were just hoping it happens during our show. See,
well,
and
of course.
It almost did.
And
there she
she's
is.
still bouncing about.
Yeah, she is ready to go. Look at her. Look at her go. Okay, I'll keep an eye while you talk.
All right, sure.
So Pericles, and this is going to be at the Raven.
The shows are performed at the
fun.
Raven. There is absolutely no cost to get in, although tips are certainly encouraged for the performers, the bartenders, and everybody else. What's very unique about this show is that the audience is encouraged to enjoy one of the Raven's fabulous beers or wines.
Oh, yes.
So are the performers.
Aha. A lot of imbibing going on.
A little bit, yes.
Oh, okay, a little bit.
So if there is some forgetting of lines or late entrances or complete loss of what we are supposed to be doing, it's all part of the fun.
I love it. Kind of like drunk Shakespeare.
It is.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, Shakespeare was originally performed in pubs for the public.
Yeah.
So
drunk.
that's what this is. It's a very reachable appreciation.
I love it.
It's not stuffy. It's not going to be, I've got to sit there for hours and thus and this. And this is a lot of fun. Shakespeare's pretty bawdy.
Yeah.
And we embrace that part of him.
Fantastic. How fun. So you just show up at the Raven and enjoy
Yep.
not only the food and the drink, but also the show.
No food.
They won't.
Because they're normally closed on Sundays.
Okay, gotcha.
So they open for us, or at least in the afternoon.
Gotcha.
But the bar will be open. The entertainment will be there. And it's a lot of fun. We have a good time.
Sounds great. Now, tell everybody about the website and how they need to get their tickets from you.
Yes.
Yes.
Do only want to get tickets directly through PrescottElksTheater.org. There are a lot of organizations that are a wee bit shady and they might sell you a $15 ticket for $65.
Yes.
And they might not even have the ticket.
See.
So come to us directly. We'll work with you. We'll make sure you're in a safe place, and it's the right place, and you're not going to get scammed.
Yes, we love that.
And your information will be protected and well cared for.
Perfect. And the whole schedule is right there.
It is.
And how far out does the schedule go? Because like you've said in the past, some of these big shows sell out right away.
Absolutely.
So how far into the year?
We've got shows up for December.
Aha. So
Yep, we got
take a gander.
this year. Yes, absolutely. And we do try to let people know as soon as something new comes on so that they can get ahead of the curve, because like you said, they sell out. The Murder Mystery Dinner, which is in July, sold out 2.5 months before the show.
And tell us about that, even though we can't get tickets to it.
It is called For Better, For Worse, or For Murder.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. Kind of like a 2020 show on Friday nights.
It is a divorce party for a couple that met on a rather sketchy reality show.
Oh, how fun.
It should be very
And
entertaining.
You wrote this one?
With my partner.
Yes.
Yes, with my business partner.
Nice, nice.
And I actually won't even get to be there the second night, I don't think, because I will be heading to the National Historic Theater Conference again.
Oh, you get to do that again this year.
do.
You loved that
I
last
did.
year.
I got so much out of it.
Yes.
So I'm very excited
good for
about
you.
that.
Good for you. Well, wow. Keep up the good work. You have a full schedule and a lot of fun.
And don't forget to check out all the classes on the second floor.
Right.
Yoga, Tai Chi, belly dancing, tap dancing, ballet.
Yeah. Anything you
there's
can
so
imagine.
much. Yes.
And those schedules are on the website as well.
Yes, they are.
Yes, under a different tab, I'm
Yes,
assuming.
under the classes tab.
Very good. Very good.
Or just give us a call, 928-756-2844, and we will answer all of your questions.
Well, and don't forget, we started the show with it. The blood drive is going on
Right now.
Crystal Hall at the Elks Theater. If you have a little extra time today to
If you
give.
have a little extra blood.
Yeah. Well, we all have a little extra blood, and that's the
true.
thing. What do they call it? The gift of life?
We do want it still inside.
Yes. Don't bring your
Don't-
blood
Yeah,
outside.
exactly.
Yes.
Let them collect it for you.
Right. Thank you for that visual, Liz. All right. And that's going on today until 3 o'clock.
Until 3 o'clock.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for all the good information.
My pleasure.
All right. And I'm going to meet you all on 99.1 coming up at noon for the All Request Lunch Hour, where I'm going to play some Motley Crue for Drew. Thank you for listening and have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow.